They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but sometimes it's best served at 3 a.m. with a fleet of tow trucks. Yeah, that happened to me. And trust me, it's one of those stories you wish was fiction. Imagine waking up before dawn to the sharp, burning smell of fresh asphalt. Nose still half asleep, brain catching up, only to discover your private gravel driveway, the one you paid a small fortune for, has been paved over, your fence posts ripped out like bad teeth, surveyor markers smashed flat. There's a letter taped to what used to be your mailbox, signed by the HOA president herself, with a smug little smile on the page, billing you $3,000 for the upgrade and demanding you start paying for maintenance on your own property. I mean, who does that? What she didn't know, what nobody on that HOA circus board realized, is that I used to be a commercial developer and I owned the towing contracts for every impound lot in the county. By sunrise, their BMWs and Lexuses were gone. Poof, like a magic trick. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up a sec. 3 years back, I thought I'd found paradise. After selling my concrete business in Dallas, Elena, my wife, a high school principal with a laugh that could fix a bad day, and I bought this slice of the hill country, 3 acres of rolling land just outside Willowbrook Commons. The house sat way back, half a football field from the road, with a gravel driveway that sounded like stepping on cereal every time you rolled up. That gravel was my insurance, literally. I paid $80,000 extra for that access road, totally separate from the subdivision, no HOA strings attached. The guy who sold it, old George Blackwood, was a rancher with zero patience for neighborhood politics. That road was carved out specifically so future owners like me wouldn't have to deal with busybodies. Money well spent, or so I thought. Life was good. My daughter, Sophia, was 15 and had no time for drama, just schoolwork and dreams of college. We wanted peace and privacy, evenings on the porch, mockingbirds and jasmine, you know the drill. Enter Vivian Ashworth. Picture a parking ticket in heels. She rolled up in a white BMW, Propkin, vanity plates, queen bee of the HOA for 3 years running, the kind of person who'd measure your grass with a ruler and fine you for it. She'd sued a dozen neighbors over mailbox colors and bird feeders, always with a sugar-coated explanation about community standards. But her real business was inflating property values for her real estate deals, squeezing every dime out of anyone she could. Trouble started on a Tuesday. I'm sipping my coffee, just enjoying the quiet, when the sound of heavy machinery shatters the morning. Crew pouring asphalt right over my gravel, foreman waving a work order signed by Vivian, calling it a community improvement project. My fence posts, tossed in a heap. Survey markers, smashed. And they'd planted decorative pillars with brass plaques. Willowbrook Commons grand entrance, right on my property line. I stormed over to the HOA office, boots still covered in dust, and Vivian was waiting. Perfume so thick you could almost taste it, flashing a plot map with my road highlighted in neon. We're bringing your rustic access up to community standards, she says, stretching out rustic like it's a disease. She claimed the old owner verbally agreed to road sharing. Sure, just her word against the grave. Next day, certified letter, $3,200 for road improvement, monthly fees, landscaping demands, threats of legal action. Elena was slamming kitchen cabinets like she was trying to crack granite, and Sophia's friends suddenly decided our driveway was their personal skate park. But Vivian had no idea George Blackwood buried legal dynamite in that deed. Clauses that'd make any attorney think twice. Meanwhile, she was on a roll. Stone entrance markers, brass plaques, even a rent-a-cop in a golf cart stopping me at my own driveway, clipboard in hand, asking for my ID. Community safety protocols, he says. You know what I mean? It was laughable, but also infuriating. Thing about construction? Everything needs a permit. And Vivian hadn't pulled a single one. County records confirmed it. No paperwork. Within 48 hours, a big orange stop work order was flapping in the wind. But Vivian responded with an emergency HOA meeting, whipped up the board, and hit me with $500 a day fines for failure to maintain common areas. I wasn't even allowed at the meeting. My neighbor Marcus, a retired Marine who could hear through walls, said she spent an hour ranting about how I was tanking property values. Certified letter arrived Monday, persona non grata, banned from my own land. She cranked up the psychological warfare, organized a community awareness campaign, spread rumors that I was endangering school buses. Neighbors cornered Elena at the store, asked if we needed to sell, like we were outcasts. I started playing chess, not checkers. Hired a pro surveyor, cost the exact amount Vivian wanted to bill me. Hired Rex, a retired deputy, to dig into public records. Turns out, Vivian was snapping up properties around us through shell companies, trying to create one megaparcel for a luxury estate project. She needed our road to close her deal. Without it, her house of cards would fall. She tried every dirty trick. Got the county to lose my permits. The clerk was her niece. Jacked our taxes, cut our irrigation line in the dead of summer, then accused me of destroying community infrastructure. Filed lawsuits claiming my survey stakes were harassment, all textbook intimidation, death by 1,000 paper cuts. But the neighbors weren't buying it anymore. Marcus set up cameras. Dr. Hernandez started documenting stress. Janet, a local teacher, exposed Vivian's lowball offers to buy up corner lots. The pressure built. My property taxes doubled. Elena got workplace threats. Sophia got bullied at school. Classic, make life hell till you sell playbook. But what Vivian didn't realize was that every step she took, we were documenting. We found the original deed, ironclad, filed in triplicate, language so airtight even a hurricane couldn't blow it over. My road was private, forever, no HOA, no assessment, no nothing. But Vivian was desperate. She'd borrowed millions against projected HOA income. My refusal to play ball threatened to collapse her whole scheme. Her brother-in-law, the county commissioner, was rubber-stamping her permits, pocketing fat contracts, classic small-town corruption. We found evidence of insurance fraud, environmental violations, you name it. Rex and Marcus assembled a mountain of evidence. Our garage became the war room. Blueprints, timelines, legal files strung up like a detective show. Elena called in Catherine Silverman, the toughest property attorney in Dallas, who basically weaponized our documentation into a lawsuit so sharp the judge later called it surgical. Vivian didn't see it coming. She tried to escalate. Midnight speed bumps, informal mediation, meetings with half the county commission, public hearings, and even tried to bribe Elena in the school parking lot, caught on camera, offering college money from the HOA's own stolen funds. We let her dig her hole. Then Catherine filed simultaneous title action and federal complaints. Janet launched a neighborhood alliance on Facebook. Dr. Hernandez educated residents about property rights, and Jake, the tow truck guy, revealed Vivian owed his company $12,000 in unpaid towing bills, which let us slap a mechanic's lien on HOA assets. The momentum swung hard. The final act was like a scene from a crime show. Vivian organized Community Action Day, a mob in matching t-shirts, armed with bolt cutters and sledgehammers, ready to rip out our survey markers. Marcus had the sheriff waiting, cameras rolling, caught it all. Vivian screamed about protecting property values and got herself and 2 henchmen arrested for trespass, while the news crew she called filmed the whole meltdown. That clip went viral. Her accounts were frozen. The FBI opened a case for fraud, bank loans defaulted, and the new HOA board, led by Dr. Hernandez, Marcus, and Janet, voted to apologize to every victim. The court case was a circus, packed gallery, reporters, stacks of evidence. Elena testified, so did neighbors, and even the judge got fed up with Vivian's rants about community standards. The sentence? 8 years federal time, forfeiture of all her properties, and restitution for every family she'd hurt. Our case hit the news, became a model for property rights reform. The Texas legislature even passed a law requiring HOAs to carry big liability policies and criminalizing harassment. My daughter got a scholarship from the Victory Fund we started with settlement money. Elena's now assistant superintendent, Dr. Hernandez is HOA president, and our little corner of the hill country is a conservation community, not just in name. I still walk that gravel driveway, now a nature trail, listening to morning birds instead of angry engines. And sometimes I wonder how many people are fighting the same battle, just hoping for a win. If you're out there, yeah, you're not alone. Drop your own HOA nightmare in the comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Sometimes the best revenge really is living well and keeping every single receipt.